Good morning. To quote John Lennon, life is what happens when you're busy planning. The plan was to be with you here today. Unfortunately, that was not possible, so we have to beautifully adopt technology to enable the connection happen. I'm in front of you today, not as a specialist of anything, but as an evolving master of myself. Let's start by defining the term beauty and the term balance from my perspective. Beauty, what a balanced word. Beauty happens when different elements of a component are well proportioned. Therefore, beauty is indeed balance. Balance, what a beautiful word. Balance can be defined as a situation where different components, yes, you guessed it, yeah, are in equal proportions, which makes them beautiful. Balance, in essence, exudes beauty. The beauty of balance, I see it here, is at the center, the core of the very existence. Existence as we know it here is not possible without balance. From the tiniest cell to the entire cosmos, balance is at play. While yoga teaches us that all emerge from the 5 elements, it's the proportions of the different elements that define what the different objects are. In essence, the balance confirms what it is. Be it nature's creation or the inventions of man, balance remains at play. At the cellular level, you have homeostasis, where balance is essential for life. We lose balance, we lose the cell. Meanwhile, the cosmos maintains its stability, balance, through natural laws that enable the planets, the stars, to move at mind-boggling speeds all over the place without any incidents. Man's creations that enable us to fly around and get into space are balanced engineering marvels that create an environment that can support the human body. The person you see in the mirror every day is indeed the most balanced and, yes, beautiful part of the creation as we know it today. The anatomy and physiology of the human mechanism is simply incredible. Our anatomical and physiological differentiation of the body, which we have put into the circulatory or respiratory system, musculoskeletal, the immune system, urinary, the reproductive system, offer a complex web of specialized systems that have to work together through balance to enable a functional organization of the human system. These operate through the intelligence that balance the mechanism to enable life as we know it, which is indeed the intention of intelligence. So yes, the human mechanism is certainly the most complex and the most beautiful and the most amazing of the creations on this mad ball that we call our home, planet Earth. Each of you and everyone ever born is indeed unique. No, you're not a drop in the ocean. You're the ocean in a drop. In the game of reproduction, you beat unbelievable odds. Out of 200 to 500 million cells, only one could fertilize the egg. If this knowledge doesn't make you glow, nothing will make you happy. As we have seen, the human system is the most advanced of any that exists in our earth today. We actually come pre-installed with all that we require to live a beautiful and happy life. But in our own wisdom, or more accurately, the lack of it here, we have sort of messed up the system, ending up with the situation that we have today. Our own imagination, our own creations create innumerable suffering for us. We have turned what should be an amazing journey from the cradle to the grave here into a nightmare that sees problems in all stages of the life journey. We are fantastic at inventing our own creations that do not only disrupt us mentally, but actually really do cause physical illness. The beauty of childhood is marred by diaper problems and dependence problems as we view what the body excretes negatively and the beauty of supporting and seeing a new life blossom to its own independence as a sacrifice. Adolescence, a beautiful transition from childhood to adulthood, is viewed as having hormonal problems. Adults are in panic mode as these young adults suddenly discover they have their own minds, they have their own body, and their own agency. Adulthood, a stage of full expression beyond our nuclear families, is full of relationship problems at work and at home. Bills, bills, bills. That is what we focus on as we join the rat race that contributes to a misery and disease. Our madness, supposedly in pursuit of happiness, is probably best presented by this quote attributed to Dave Ramsey. We buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't like. That is surely insane. Our unconscious existence has turned the human life to a misery to be endured instead of a mystery to be experienced. As we have seen, the self is really significant, having beat some odds of 200 to 500 million cells. The self is the basis of experiencing life as we know it through our self senses. Senses of sight, touch, taste, smell, and hearing. This is how we interact with the world. In this ever-changing life, the only constant, if at all, in our interactions with the world is the self. As the saying goes, where you go, there you are. It has been said that we are creators of our own experience. Indeed, no one can experience life on your behalf. As such, it's the self in a state of balance, then we have a happy life, wherever we are, whatever we are doing, wherever the circumstances may be. Based on Mahatma Gandhi's teaching, that happiness is on what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony, I wonder how many of us are really happy, which raises the question, how many of us are really balanced? A balanced life is a happy life, and a happy life is a balanced life. As we earlier saw, we arrive in this world with everything we require to be able to live a joyful life. We are in a state of disease essentially because we have lost the essence of who we are. We have identities informed by social structures that negate the higher dimensions. No, people are not their jobs. Your job is what you do, not who you are. No, you're not your university. No, you're not your nationality. No, you're not your religion. No, you're not anything that you do or think. Even from the narrow subdivision of humanity, we see that people have multiple identities. One could be female, black, and Muslim. Such a person may not fit in a group that is essentially white, or Hindu. Yet the black female and the white male may both be Christians or supporters of Manchester United. Kwame Appiah, in his book, The Lies That Bind, walks us through the process of rethinking identity. It leaves us with the question, who are we really? As we do not know who we are, the quest to fit in and acquire material wealth to give us certain identity of status may result or be a cause of the disease we suffer today. In our life drama, we seem to forget a simple fact, that we arrive here with nothing and we are going to leave this world with nothing. That what really matters at the end of the day is the experiences we have and the differences that we make in other people's lives. My story. As I said at the beginning, I am not a specialist for anything, just an evolving expert in me. While my journey has been unique and different, my hope is that my story can provide a little bit of light to everybody in their respective journeys. So far, my journey has been an extremely colorful one. At this very tender age that I have, I've also gone through the problems of diapers, hormones, relationships, and old age, all because of the drama of life. However, all this changed when I was involved in an accident that put me in a wheelchair. As I lay down in my hospital bed, I realized that I had lost direction, like many. My body had over the time sent me many signals which I had ignored, from a bulging midsection to nausea, to headaches, to whatever. I sought to numb all those different components using chemicals, to the point that I was completely disconnected, and indeed, my accident and my injuries were no surprise. I had stopped much of what feeds life. Instead of good, wholesome food, I was stuffing myself with food-like substances. In the place of water, fizzy drinks and alcoholic drinks. In the place of exercise, the remote control. In the place of my spirituality, I was busy cursing the Creator for causing all the problems in the world. So yes, I was very unbalanced. As the journey to reclaim myself started, I learned some very important lessons. One of the most important lessons is that balance really only truly lies within. I do not have control over others. I do not have control over circumstances. I do not have control over outcomes. The only place I have control is within me. When I am balanced within me, I seamlessly flow in all kinds of situations, whatever they are. No, you should not take the lesson away that you need to have an accident to become balanced. You can get balanced without having an accident like me. The human mechanism will do great if you feed the body wholesome food, natural food. If you feed the mind beautiful, positive thoughts. If you feed the spirit gratitude. As multidimensional beings, we need multidimensional approaches. Learn to listen to your body. Your body is always talking to you. Do not be afraid of pain, not even emotions. Do not get to the approach of quickly getting rid of pains and emotions. Listen and understand, what is my body telling me? We are what we eat. 80 to 90% of who we are is really informed by our nutrition. Life has offered us amazing options. I like to say, eat a rainbow. A rainbow exists in nature. Please stop eating food-like substances. As the saying goes, if it comes with a barcode, it probably isn't food. Our bodies are 70% composed of water, so we have to drink water. No. Your coffee, your juice, your other beverages are not water. I mean wholesome water. Drink enough water. Our bodies and our brains require movement. Move. No, you do not have to join a gym. But if you join a gym, that is great. But you can get exercise through walking, through running, playing a sport, doing chores at work, doing some work in the garden. Movement is the essence of a good life. Nature is medicine to the mind, to the body, to the spirit. We are too disconnected from nature. I actually find it strange that we talk about going to nature as if we do not emerge from nature itself. Please take walks in nature, get in touch with trees, with the water, with the beautiful mountains. Connect. The sun, the moons, the stars. Mind your mind. Yes, we know that thoughts do become things, but only the thoughts that we give our energy turn out to the things. So please, give your energy to the right things in your thoughts. While at it, can we please also allow others to have their thoughts? Everybody has a right to have their own views and their opinions. So let's allow others also to have their views. Focus on yourself. Meditate. Pray. Be mindful. Enjoy music. Enjoy art. Learn to be present in everything that you do. We eliminate all the drama and pain in our past if we are present, if we are acting in the moment. Do not worry. That is a waste of useful energy and time. As I like to say, there are only two types of things in life. Things you can do something about and things you can do nothing about. For the things you can do something about, if you do not like them, do something. For the things you can do nothing about them, if you don't like them, you have to change your attitude towards them. That is good for you. We have to learn to accept responsibility for everything. Responsibility empowers us. When we refuse responsibility, we react to situations. Another thing we don't do often is to ask for help. When you need help, please ask for it. Also, be willing to offer help to others. Actually, the reality is that the more we help others, the less we focus on our problems. So let's extend our hand to all that need it. As I've already noted, we are not just physical entities. It can actually be argued that we are spiritual beings in a physical form. So do your spiritual practices, wherever they may be. Do your prayers, do your meditation. These are important components because they do remind us that we are indeed part of something much more significant than ourselves, and that gives meaning to life. So whatever your choice, do your spiritual practice. As we wind down, I would like to quote Mother Teresa. She once said, "If you hold an anti-war rally, I shall not attend. But if you hold a pro-peace rally, invite me." This is a very powerful statement. In the realm of creation, what we think about and think about, we bring about. It's about time we focus more and give more energy to what we want, not what we do not want. You have a problem with knowledge? Do not fight ignorance. Instead, invest in education. You have a problem with poverty? Do not fight lack. Instead, invest in wealth creation. You have a problem with cancer, obesity, or many other chronic diseases that we have? Do not fight them. Instead, invest in health, in well-being. Our wars on the many different isms that we do not like has actually created more of the same. We need to learn to invest our energies in what we want from a place of love, not fight things we do not want from a place of fear. I wish to finish by quoting Sadhguru, a guru from southern India. If you're concerned about the world, the first thing you need to do is transform yourself into a joyful being. We do our best for us and for others when we are joyful. A joyful being can only perform joyful acts. A balanced being is a joyful being. Real balance can only exist within. My wish for you is that you find your balance, that you may find happiness, where what you think, what you say, and what you do are indeed in harmony. Thank you.